Hi there. So today I'd like to talk about one very cool service from AWS. It's called CloudFront. Why it's cool? Because it is very much publicly available everywhere. And it is part of the service that is very, very useful when you are dealing with the SaaS applications or you just have a need to deploy a website, some kind of a front end, some kind of static files, or anything that you want to distribute across the world. Basically, this is the service that you have to know and you have to keep in mind when you want to distribute your content all around the world. If you worry about your users in many different locations, then SDN is something that you have to know. And the CloudFront is exactly the service inside the AWS that will help you to solve this problem. So why it is cool? Because it allows you to use many different origins. So the way it works, it uses the origin and it creates the request to the origin, and then it decides when, how it is going to distribute your content across edge locations. So edge locations is a network of small data centers all around the world, available pretty much everywhere, and your data from the origin will be distributed and will stay on those edge locations ready for the users to grab and use this data. So what is so cool about CloudFront that pretty much will be useful for any use case? Together with a simple SDN distribution, CloudFront has a lot of extra features you can use. And one of those extra features is for sure the additional headers that CloudFront can add to the request when the CloudFront does the request to the origin. Those are headers that can be really, really useful for your web applications. Those headers are really about your client, or what is called the viewer. So when the viewer is doing the request to the CloudFront then distribute this request to the origin. And to this request, it can add several useful headers. So first of all, there is a bunch of headers that can identify the device type, media type, the operation system, the browser type, and all those information that is basically collected by the browser. But this is useful information to have when you handle the request on the origin. But together with that, the CloudFront can populate few more headers for you. Those are headers that can be useful understanding the geolocation of your user or the viewer. And those are the headers like regular IP address. Okay, that's fine. But together with that, it can add the country information, county information. It can add information about the protocol user used. It can add information even about the GPS coordinates if the user is accepting location service or time zone information and many more. So those are all called CloudFront request header policy. Just check it out, Google it. You will find the documentation on the AWS describing how it used. So why it matters? Because this is just the configuration of the CloudFront. It is easy to configure, just a few lines in your CloudFormation template, in your overall CloudFront configurations, but it is very, very useful. Does it cost something? No, it does not. But you should really try it. You should really enable that, and you will be able to have much more information about your user just out of the box.